The train rattled across the sprawling plains, carrying a handful of children whose lives had been reshaped by loss. Among them sat 12-year-old Clara May, her hands folded tight around a small tin containing the only photograph of her family. She pressed her forehead to the cool window, watching the prairie roll endlessly, as if the land itself were promising a fresh start she wasn't sure she believed in. The orphan train was bound for Red Hollow, a rugged, western settlement where families needed helping hands as much as they needed hope. Clara May had heard whispers from the other children. Some placements were kind, others strict, and a few, they said in hushed tones, were worse. Still, she kept her chin high. Her mama used to say that courage didn't always roar. Sometimes it was just holding steady when the world shook under your feet. When the train whistled into Red Hollow, dust swirled around the platform. Townsfolk gathered, scanning the children like selecting tools for a tough season. Clara May's stomach knotted. Then she saw them, an older couple, the Callahans. Mrs. Callahan had silver hair in a neat bun, and Mr. Callahan stood tall despite a limp. They didn't judge or whisper. They simply waited. "Name?" Mrs. Callahan asked gently when Clara stepped forward. "Clara May Walker, ma'am," she said, voice thin but firm. Mrs. Callahan smiled, warm as a hearth fire. "Well then, Clara May, how do you feel about a home? With more chores than you might care for, and a whole lot of care in return?" For the first time in months, Clara felt something light press against her ribcage, hope trying to rise. Life on the Callahan ranch was hard but fair. Clara learned to gather eggs before dawn, ride a steady chestnut mare named Ginger, and cook biscuits that didn't always turn out right. At night, she'd sit on the porch, the horizon painted gold, and listen to Mr. Callahan's stories of frontier days. Slowly, the ache in her heart loosened. She found herself smiling more, speaking boldly, and laughing when Ginger nudged her pockets for treats. Clara May didn't forget her past, but in Red Hollow, she discovered something just as powerful. A place where beginnings mattered more than endings. And for the first time, she felt truly home.